Hello and welcome to History Unveiled, the podcast where we dive into the lives of the world's most fascinating figures. I'm your host, De Silva Mal, and today we're exploring the life and legacy of one of history's most influential and feared leaders, Genghis Khan. You've probably heard the name. He was the man who founded the Mongol Empire, the largest contiguous empire in history. But who was Genghis Khan really? How did he rise from a humble background to change the course of history forever? Let's unpack his story. Early life, from Temujin to Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan was born around 1162 on the Mongolian steppes, and his birth name was Temujin. Life wasn't easy for young Temujin. His father was poisoned when he was just 9 years old, leaving his family abandoned by their tribe. Temujin grew up in extreme poverty, facing betrayal, hardship, and constant threats. But even as a young boy, he showed incredible determination. He began forging alliances and building a reputation for being both ruthless and strategic. By his early 20s, Temujin started uniting the fractured Mongol tribes under his leadership. The rise of a conqueror. In 1206, Temujin was proclaimed Genghis Khan, meaning universal ruler. This marked the beginning of the Mongol Empire. Genghis Khan believed in loyalty, merit, and discipline, values that helped him build one of the most efficient and powerful military forces in history. His army wasn't just about numbers, it was about strategy. The Mongols were masters of psychological warfare, speed, and deception. They struck fear into their enemies, often convincing them to surrender without a fight. Conquests and expansion. Under Genghis Khan, the Mongol Empire stretched across Asia and into Europe, covering modern-day China, Russia, the Middle East, and parts of Eastern Europe. His conquests were brutal, but they were also transformative. Entire cities were destroyed, but trade routes like the Silk Road flourished under Mongol control, creating a period of increased cultural and economic exchange. His leadership style. Genghis Khan wasn't just a military genius, he was a visionary leader. He introduced laws to unify his empire, promoted religious tolerance, and valued merit over noble birth. He created a postal system, ensured fair distribution of spoils among his soldiers, and even implemented a legal code called the Yasa to maintain order. Despite his fearsome reputation, Genghis Khan had a surprisingly modern approach to governance. He rewarded loyalty and punished betrayal, regardless of a person's status. Legacy. Genghis Khan died in 1227, but his legacy lived on through his descendants, who expanded the Mongol Empire even further. At its peak, the empire connected the East and West like never before, fostering trade, innovation, and cultural exchange. However, his legacy is controversial. On one hand, he's remembered as a brutal conqueror responsible for the deaths of millions. On the other hand, he's admired for his strategic brilliance and for laying the groundwork for a more interconnected world. So, who was Genghis Khan? A ruthless warrior? A visionary leader? Perhaps both. What's clear is that his impact on history is unmatched. His life is a testament to the power of resilience, strategy, and ambition. From a boy abandoned in the wilderness to the ruler of the largest empire the world has ever seen, Genghis Khan's story is one of the most extraordinary in history. Thanks for listening to today's episode of History Unveiled. If you enjoyed this exploration of Genghis Khan's life, don't forget to subscribe and share it with a fellow history buff. Until next time, this is De Silva, reminding you that history isn't just about the past, it's about understanding how we got here.